I'm Stephen Lachter, and I'm a shirt maker. I'm the shirt making side of a tailor and shirt maker. I just always liked fashion. I always liked top-end fashion. My grandfather was a Savile Row tailor, and he used to make for lots of famous people, Yehudi Menuhin, people like that, stage stars like the Crazy Gang and people like that. So I've got something in the background. We've made for a lot. Frank Sinatra, Cary Grant, Bing Crosby, all sorts of people. Sinatra I got on very well with. Everyone said, how did you do that? But he was very, very nice. I got a lot of mementos. I was given a lot of mementos. Cary Grant was an utter gentleman. But again, you know, it was all part and parcel of the job. They're all good customers unless they're not nice to you. Just having good quality clothing, even if you haven't got a huge amount, if you've got one great suit or two great suits, a good pair of shoes or two good pair of shoes and half a dozen good shirts, you can present yourself in a great way. You will look better than probably the next person. It's just something to aspire to. Plus the fact that if you've got good clothing, it lasts. One of our biggest problems is that we don't see the customers enough because our stuff lasts so long. One material, if they like lightweight or they like heavyweight, as long as it's a good quality shirt, the buttons, pure mother of pearl. We only use pure grade 1 mother of pearl. We don't use troker, which is the shell. Virtually all shirts now, top quality shirts, are always single needle shirts. Don't overdo it. Go for something that suits you, that's not too tight, because too often now fashion tends to dictate that it's either too tight or too short, and because it's got a name on the label, it dictates to you what you should wear. And just don't overdo it. Don't put too many trinkets with it, too much bling. The simpler often the better. Probably Cary Grant was probably the best at that. Simplicity often looks much better than overdone. I think it's always had an impact on fashion, because most of the world's great dressers have come to Savile Row in their time. Irrespective nowadays of whether they've used Armani or Versace or people like that, which are great names, great, you know, great articles, but when they want the real McCoy, they come to Savile Row. I think we've given colour, we've given cut, and we've given the ability for a guy to actually feel good. Because when you put on a Savile Row suit or you put on a Savile Row shirt, a West End shirt, you feel good, and that is the most important thing, because otherwise you wouldn't go back. Yes, most definitely, yeah. It's not the easiest thing to actually tell you. You just see it when someone comes in, the difference. Some have no interest in clothing particularly. They might be very wealthy, but they bought ready to wear that doesn't fit them very well. But if they get advice and the right advice, it can transform them. So you don't need to have lots and lots of clothing, but the right clothing can make you stand out.